I'm saying? I'm like, damn, they got me. They got me with the coughing and sneezing. What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. We live on EmceeTV The Podcast. It's game day, baby. It's game day.
Oh,
I'm up in
shit.
here. That's right. That's right. I got props. We're ready. We're doing things. I'm wearing a football hat with a basketball chain. I'm confused. Hey, what's happening?
West. This your boy Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
I'm responding in the chat real quick. I got things popping off here. We got viewers, we got watchers, we got things going on.
So shit, the weather in Des Moines has been downpour-like, you know what I'm saying? Torrential, you know. We done got like 4 inches of rain over here in a short amount of time. So
true story. And
shout out to all the basements.
Big Ticket had to cut the show today. He can't be live. There's water problems in the basement.
On everything, man. So we need the moisturism though. We needed the moisturism. So
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I just put it on the stunt for a little minute, you know what I mean? But I take it off real quick. That motherfucker's a little heavy, you know what I mean? All that gold and platinum and shit.
Poor Steve.
Oh fuck. All right, so it's going down in the hip hop world. I was a little tardy to this. Shout out to the homie Nuisance One for tipping me off on all this, and keeping me in the loop. But the West Coast is back at it again. There's some things going on, and there's a little verbal altercation between Joey Badass and Ray Vaughn from Top Dog Entertainment, and it sounds like they're trading blows back and forth. It's been going on for a minute. And now it has got to the point where they are firing back at each other at a rapid pace. Joey Badass just dropped some new bars, but I think that they're 6 or 7 deep into this back and forth with diss records, and it's really heating up. And I've heard a good handful of them. Ray, what do you think? What do you know about it?
I know nothing, you know what I'm saying? I would be a liar if I took a side or a take on here. For me, I don't know the history of it. I don't really care to know the history of it. But I guess it matters. It matters. I guess it matters though if these two men generally have a problem with each other, or are we just doing this for rap and, try to, bring some attention to ourselves? Like, what's the motive here? Now, if you got a problem with each other, okay, whatever, shit's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And you got to understand, it's not going to just stay on wax for the most part. Like, entourages will get involved. People will probably get touched. But if it's just for music and we both have an understanding, like, let's put on a show. Let them know that we can rap too, Hey, that's entertaining, shit. But I guess I don't know what the reason is for it. Do these guys got problems in real life? Do you know?
So it sounds like the conflict began after Joey Badass released The Ruler's Back, which some interpreted as a dig at the West Coast and Kendrick Lamar specifically. Ray Vaughn, a Top Dog Entertainment signee, responded with Crash Out Heritage and further diss tracks. So it sounds like Joey set it off. It went into quite a few different things. Then he went at him again on the Red Bull, the Red Bull freestyle called Ho Era. And I mean, yeah, there's I'm sorry, that was Ray Vaughn, but Joey Badass went at him on the Red Bull freestyle with AB Soul and other dude from Detroit. Jesus Christ, why can't I think of his name? Either way.
And I feel like, the era I come from, that whole East Coast versus West Coast, And the music thing, ain't nobody trying to relive none of that shit. You
That was
feel
a
me?
bloody era. Yeah, that was a lot of
No.
violence. That was a lot of blood. That was a lot of danger. That was
And the media is gonna take it there, And man, I don't
it's
know.
yeah, I don't know if the dudes these days, a lot of these dudes are probably not old enough to necessarily remember that, and what it did to music. So, uh, yeah, that's a dark road to have to go down again. You know what I mean? So hopefully they do not. Uh,
Yeah, shit, man. Hopefully they just rapping, But like fools probably gotta get put in check too, though, man.
Tap in down below. Let us know what you think. If you're keeping up on the beef back and forth, drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know who's up in here with us today. I see a handful of y'all watching, man. Shout out. Let us know where you at. We'll shout you out back. You know what I mean? Let us know. What's good? What's good?
This comes in via the source. Today in hip hop history, Dr. Dre dropped Dre Day from the Chronic LP 32 years ago. On this
Love
date
it.
in 1993, Dr. Dre released the second single from his landmark debut album, The Chronic. The explosive diss track, Dre Day, officially titled Fuck With Dre Day and Everybody Celebrating. The song marked a pivotal moment in the early 90s West Coast rap. Produced by Dr. Dre and featuring a young Snoop Dogg, Dre Day didn't just serve as a radio smash, it was a lyrical missile aimed at former allies and rivals alike.
Yeah, this was a monster hit. The music video is insane. It was iconic. You know what I mean? I used to love when this video would come on and just everything about it. You know what I mean? It was phenomenal. I had it recorded on a VHS tape back then. You hit record, then you put it on pause. That way, as soon as you unpaused it, it would just start recording right away. You could record on a VHS tape. And I was recording music videos so we could play them back and watch them later. And there wasn't no YouTube or any of that back then. So that was how that was your only way to grab a music video so you could watch it whenever you wanted. So
Man, Dr. Dre was ultra impactful
without
to a lot of people, man. That whole NWA movement, that ushered in gangster rap and rebellious rap and shit. It's like, oh shit, we could get on here and really say fuck these motherfuckers. Like, oh yeah. Luke and them, they was talking dirty, but they was more about degrading women. NWA was like, nigga, hey, fuck the police, dog. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
So,
And anybody else, you know what I mean? They definitely didn't hold back anybody that got in the way. You know what I mean? If they had issues with them, they aired it out. Dre and them got it easy. They got it. Jerry Heller, you know what I mean? They got it. You name it, they got it. Everybody. So you know what I mean? Shout out to them for
they
being
couldn't
mindful.
fuck with Cube though.
And there might have been a reason that he was off limits. You know what I mean? Aside from
because they can't fuck with him.
maybe it was just friendship, though. You know what I mean? Maybe they were like, you know what? We got beef with the NWA shit, but because they kind of pick sides a little bit. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I don't know if that was like just steer away from Ice Cube, like if there was an unwritten rule, if it was a written rule. You know what I mean? Or if they were just like, nah, he ain't the one. We don't need it.
Nobody wants to fight the toughest guy, Steve.
I mean, arguably they had a squad. Cube, I mean, he had the lynch mob and whatnot, but I don't think he was quite in a. He wasn't solidified like he is now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right now, Cube is just as iconic, if not, maybe I don't know. There's a debate there between who is the bigger star between Dre and Cube.
The bigger star is Ice Cube, like, because he's crossed over and done movies as well.
Sure. Well, and Dre did too. I mean, not on the same level, but he had
right.
He did SWAT and he did what else?
Look, once you start doing children's movies and succeeding,
Are we there yet? Shit?
Oh, come on, man.
TV series. I mean, the spinoff I'm sure they had to buy the name and whatnot, even if he didn't produce it.
Yeah. And then you got your barber shops. your Fridays, you're all about the Benjamins, like
He found some real
janky
money.
promoters.
And then the basketball, the big three.
Big Three, man, Ice Cube.
I heard an ad for it last night on the Des Moines radio. They were talking big
That's
three.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
I didn't realize it was on CBS. So that's cool. Shout out to Paramount and CBS. I own a little bit of that company. Owe me some CBS. Owe me some
There you
Paramount.
go.
Yeah.
But 32 years ago, the Chronic, man, Dre Day, you know what I'm sizzling. I remember that music video, and it was always dope. That's back when music videos were like short movies and shit, you know.
And you had to have that kind of budget to produce it.
Yeah, man, those days are over. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit no more.
I mean, I think the days of I struggle with photos because I have some phenomenal photos. I just dropped that King Icon pic today. I got some iconic moments in history that I was fortunate enough to be there with a camera taking pictures. And motherfuckers do not give a damn about a photo anymore. They blow right past that photo. If it ain't video, they ain't clicking.
That's terrible, man.
It's wild. That shit might come back like vinyl. I don't know. I keep clicking. It's still there. But motherfuckers are more like, let me see a video, bro. This shit don't even move. It's just a picture. Just a picture.
Yeah. Like I said, come back like vinyl. I dig that. They say everything comes back.
Now, vinyl is back. Speaking of vinyl, EPM, not EPMD. Tell him who it was, Ray. Public Enemy. Public Enemy just dropped a new vinyl.
No, that's that Chuck D.
More specifically, Chuck D. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Def Jam Records, and if you was lucky enough, you could have grabbed you an autograph copy of Chuck D Presents Enemy Radio Armageddon. It comes out June 7th. This is gonna be big. If you're lucky enough to get you an autograph copy, we're talking 14 tracks. Donald D, Jazzy J. There's some big features on here. Phil Most Chill, Miranda Wrights, Half Pint, Daddy O, DJ Too Tough. I mean, it's gonna be solid. Not to mention it's on iconic Def Jam Records. I mean, that's a throwback right there. Man.
Well, Chuck D, what, 65?
He gotta be.
65, about to drop a new motherfucking album and do some autographed vinyls and autographed CDs. Get the fuck out of here, boy. You better get one.
Yeah, that's an iconic piece of history right there. You think he gonna come out on a tour? He gonna be on that Up in Smoke tour with Dre and them?
Nah, that ain't his era. That's too gangster rap and too derogatory for Chuck D.
I was being a smart ass about the second part, but you think he's gonna do a tour?
No. I think he'll hit festivals though. He'll be accessible, but it won't be them as the headline or the focal point.
You think he gonna? Now I think he had a falling out with Flavor Flav. I want to say. I think that they're not on good standings. I'm not talking no trash by any means. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like that. I believe that was a situation. Do you think that Flavor Flav and him are gonna patch things up? Maybe they hit the stage together.
Yeah. They got too much history together. Shit'll get right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then really all it takes is, you know, somebody nowadays, one of these motherfuckers from Saudi Arabia to offer you that stupid bag because they've been a hip hop fan their whole entire life and all they ever wanted was to have Public Enemy perform at their wedding. You know what I'm saying? Some insane ass shit, their dream concert, and we'll give you $2 billion. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's dumb enough to turn that down. We're going to fly you over on a jumbo jet. You can keep it when you're done.
Yeah, they be doing that shit with the WWE, giving motherfucking Vince McMahon a stupid bag. You be like, we want a motherfucking show for 6 hours and we want all the best matches ever. They motherfucking ass get matches we don't even get. Like, what?
Right? Can I get it on pay-per-view? No, you can't even watch it. Yeah.
But nah, man, they got a lot of history together. They done a lot, you know, shit. You never know, man. Time ain't forever either. One of our biggest mistakes is thinking that we got tomorrow.
Well, and why not just get past it. You know what I mean? Unless it's some super deep shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully, folks could squash it. You know what I mean? Like I get it. There's a couple of dudes I got some issues with, we shall say. And you would hope that maybe one day somebody could find a common ground and get on the other side of things or whatever. But I don't really got history with these dudes that I got, that I've had issues with in the past. You know what I mean? But these dudes had a long running relationship, so you would hope that somebody you invested that much time and love into a relationship, friendship. You know what I mean? You would hope you could get past it.
And you know what really needs to happen, like what hip hop, what the West Coast needs right now, like the way shit is lining up, they need that West Side Connection shit. Cube need to let Mac 10 go and come on home with Dub Sizzle and put that shit back together. But the way Cube talking, nigga, that shit ain't never finna happen. Ever.
I mean, it'd be nice, because then they can get out there and start touring together and airing it up. Who knows? Maybe somebody will address it at this West Coast tour. It's gonna have everybody up in there. Did you get your tickets yet? You going to it?
Man, I'm gonna just get one ticket. I guess my wife, she's got to work, so.
Well, I'm gonna tell you where my seats are at. Come sit with us.
See, you got the diamond, the platinum seat?
Triple platinum. Nah.
Shit, I ain't going triple.
I'm one row behind them.
Okay.
I'm at the beginning of the
Who you going with?
I got me and the wife.
Okay. Yeah, let me see where y'all at.
Yeah, I'll send you a link, a little screenshot or whatever, and see if you can't come sit with us. And then, we'll be up in there together.
Hello. Yeah, I'm going to that motherfucker.
Speaking of tours, shout out to my dog Strawstone and them at Nice Enough Entertainment and Metro Concerts. They got a hell of a lineup coming through, and the homie Big Ray West is on the show. I'm gonna be up in there filming a music video. We got a lot of big shit going on. I'm talking May 30th. Y'all already know. May 30th, Des Moines, Iowa. Lefty's Live Music. It's Big Ray West along with Rare Doozy, Hondro Bands.
No Doozy.
I guess I was just assuming Doozy probably going to be rocking with Hondro.
Okay.
They usually tag team this shit together, but I could be wrong on that. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the more group therapy tour with AWAX, Tabo the Truth, King ISO, and the homie Snake Lucci. So much love to them fellas. They out there ripping it up. I've seen nothing but sold out venues and just jumping crowds. Des Moines, we got to represent. We can't be coming up short. We can't be, we got to come out and put on for our city and really max out the crowd. So I got tickets. Ray got tickets. Slide through and get them on the cheap from us when you can. Don't be buying none of them scalping tickets. Get the real ones from the real deal.
Hell yeah. And shout out to Snake Lucci. You know what I'm saying? We've linked up a few times. And shout out to King ISO and Tabo the Truth. You know what I'm sizzling. It's always a pleasure to see them fellas rock the stage. And this will be my first time seeing AWAGS, you know what I'm saying? So that'll be dope. It looks like he'll be hitting the Des Moines show too. So I think there was some select dates he wasn't going to be at.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so that's hard, man. May 30th, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be up in there rapping. That's in 10 days, dog.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, that's in 10 days. So I'm going to be up in there rapping, doing what I do. We got tickets available. Come get them for the low. I got them for the low. So, that's how you want to get them.
I got them for the low plus a couple more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, you don't want to get them from Steve. You get them from the low, and you get the same thing you get from him. But for the low, though.
I ain't doing the low. I'm doing the low plus a... No, I'm fucking with you. Now, we got tickets. Hit us up. Let us know. We'll slide through, drop off a couple to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Tell me this. How'd you feel about the new Snoop Dogg album?
Bro, I'm loving it. I thought he was all the way back in there with the bars again. He's ripping it up. Snoopy's my guy. You know what I mean? Like I've been a fan of Snoop since day one, and to see him up in there really putting it down and rocking the mic like he was is exciting. I like to see him grow with the bars, and he has matured like a fine wine.
So for y'all that don't know, Snoop Dogg has dropped a brand new album on Death Row Records called "Is It a Crime?" It got 21 new songs on there, and yeah, it starts off, strong. He's rapping, you're getting a good sharp, sounds like a sharp-minded Snoop Dogg, and
Yeah.
it's not bad, it's not bad. How
Yeah.
do you compare it? How would you compare it to Missionary?
I think it's missionary, but I think it's a little more gritty. It's a little more street.
Urban.
It's a little more street. You know what I mean? Missionary was very polished, and I feel like this is a polished record. But he also he didn't. He just came at it with a little different mentality. You know what I mean? I got a little more street vibe to it. You know what I mean? And so. And well, just on the cover and everything, you know what I mean. He got the do rag on and the flannel, and it looks like he's talking to a BG and kind of putting him up on game and whatnot. You know what I mean. And it's there's some symbolism there. You know what I mean, in my eyes, anyways.
I feel like that's that nigga's wife.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't zoom in close enough, but
you right.
Just the difference in size gave me a vibe of like him putting
yeah, right.
Game.
And then the full Suge Knight beef is back on with the visuals for Shut Your Bitch Ass Up,
Oh shit, I ain't seen that yet. Okay, they took a shot to Suge.
Yeah, it's back on. Daz is about to drop Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back Part 2. He says the beef's back on. Oh man. It's like, guys, we're in 2025. Suge's locked up. Like,
they said, fuck it, we're gonna kick this man's ass while he down.
Snoop talking about the fist fight with Suge and shit. And I was like, Snoop, God.
I'm gonna be honest. I say this because he's locked up. I might shut up when he get out, but I got no love for Suge Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, that big old bully ass motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, man, I don't know him. I can't have love for somebody I don't know. But, perhaps he was a big bully. But, perhaps he really did take care of the people that was on his team, too. Maybe it's just one of those guys, you either love him or you hate him. And if you hate him, you hate him. But if you loved him, it's for valid, great reason.
You think they got buyer's remorse? You think that they, he did them right, and now they just grumpy about the situation in hindsight, even though he did them right out the rip?
Who Suge did who right? Snoopy and them?
Yeah, Snoop and them, yeah.
Man, I don't know what all that, man. That shit seemed like a whole bunch of fellas, you know what I'm saying, stealing from each other, fucking each other's wives and fucking each other's girlfriends and trying to humiliate each other. Like, that seems like some high school, college shit, like trying to get the best of you and embarrass the motherfucker and, jump you when I see you and, FaceTime you while your bitch is in my bed and shit. And, like, that shit seems like some feelings were hurt. Dog, for sure. Because that just, especially with Daz and Suge, like, that shit seemed like it ain't never gonna ever be repaired. Like, somebody got hurt in that shit.
The wild part, Warren G, I don't think ever went after Suge, did he?
I don't think so.
And he kind of, we were talking a couple podcasts back, or the last one, whatever it was, when we were talking about Warren G kind of getting left out in the cold. A part of that I'd have to say was Suge's fault. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure, even though maybe Dre had a say in it, you know what I mean? Suge definitely had a say in it. You know what I mean? Especially if he's the bully that was portrayed to be running shit at death row. You know what I mean? And making decisions. I mean, that had to have been Suge. You'd think that Warren would have been comfortable to come out and say something now, and along with everybody else, like, yeah, fuck that dude. You know what I mean? He left me out here in the cold. I was definitely talented. I am talented, whatever. So it's
Some people though, if you say fuck them out loud, there's repercussions. You feel me?
yeah.
Especially for specific people. Warren might be one of those guys that you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Other motherfuckers can get away and say that, you know, but some people can't say fuck. Like if I say fuck somebody, a certain person can't just say fuck them too specifically without repercussions. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And vice versa.
I feel you. Well, and I guess it depends on who you move with, right? I mean, if you move
Yeah.
10, 15 deep, that's different.
Not
If
only
you
that,
move by
it's
your
just
lonesome,
character. It's character. It's who you are. Shit. How you carry yourself. You
right?
know? Some niggas are ultra alphas, you know? And they ain't going for none of that. And you know, you can sense that.
You think we're gonna get some new Warren G? We just got this new exhibit. We got new Snoop. We got
Let's talk new exhibit. Kingmaker. Man,
it
exhibit
slaps.
whooped ass on that
It
shit.
slaps. Yeah, I love this new exhibit record. It is fucking heat.
Man, impressive. Impressive. And great features, you know what I'm saying? He hit him with 20. He hit us with 20. Like, had Ice Cube on there, bought Butch Cassidy out, Redman, fucking Be Real, fucking Dr. Dre, Ty Dolla Sign, Busta Rhymes. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a banger. I've been listening to it for the last couple of days. I ain't made it through the whole record yet. Simba is definitely. I want to check out American Idols with Simba on it. That Crash with Khan and Royce the 5'9" I have not made it to yet either. I'm a huge fan of Khan. I've always been a huge fan of Royce.
God.
Yeah,
And King T and Cole 187. I was like, who the fuck?
I even like that he said, "Motherfuckers think I look like Compton Menace" on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah. Like
take that as a compliment.
yeah, he kind of addressed it. Like, all right, you know what? Even if I do, it don't matter. I fuck with it
Man,
though.
I
I think,
love it, man. Shout out to Exhibit, man. This is great. I love hip hop, dog. This shit
yeah,
hard as a
we're
motherfucker.
ultra fortunate to catch these records from these seasoned MCs coming back and really killing it. Chino XL dropped one that I've been trying to make it through. I think I've heard every track on it now, and Chino really held it down with the new music on this one. R.I.P. my dog, Chino XL. The new record that came out is called. I think this one was released by his family. Uh, Map of Bones, I believe, is what it was called.
Mm.
And it's hard as hell. It is
They
Chino
said Chuck
XL,
D got an album. What?
Chino XL, and DJ Focus.
DJ Focus.
And the record is hard as hell. It's on Spotify. If you ain't heard it yet, you can peep it out there. I believe you can still catch a copy of it. The record is nasty. I mean, Chino bars out like a motherfucker as always. And you know what? Now that I'm seeing, I think this might have been one of the ones that came out through M80 because I see M80 talking about it right here.
Okay.
And he says this is for the fans. So this is for the fans and his family and the ones I care about. Map of Bones came out April 8th.
I've heard about that Map of Bones. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been deep in my bag on this bar shit lately, and really trying to get in on it, and trying to get back at the pen and whatnot, and really get at it and start laying some shit down. I've been ultra busy though, and so I'm kind of splitting my time still. But yeah, it's the new Chino XL is definitely worth your time. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's a banger. But I definitely wanted to touch. I want to touch on this one real quick. Hip hop icon Jadakiss's daughter recently graduated. They are celebrating a significant milestone in her life. His daughter, Jaden Phillips, graduated from Morgan State University, which is a HBCU, which is an acronym for Historically Black College and Universities. Jadakiss is the proud father that shared his excitement on Instagram, marking a personal and cultural achievement that resonates with many in the Black community. Morgan State University is a respected HBCU located in Baltimore, Maryland. Founded in 1867, the university has a long history of empowering Black students and producing leaders. Jaden's graduation adds to that legacy. My daughter graduates high school this coming week, and I'm ultra excited and proud of her, and to get to see her go on to college and whatnot. So I can kind of relate to the feelings that Jadakiss is going through, and so that's super cool and iconic. And to get to see him show up and support his daughter, and the excitement and joy that brings to him is cool. You know what I mean? From a father's perspective, I think anybody can kind of relate to that.
Yeah, congratulations to that young lady. You know what I'm saying? Miss Phillips. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, Kiss. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful, man. To raise them kids and see them through life to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And get top flight educations. You know what I'm sizzling? It's always awesome to have a present father. You know, and obviously he's been there. You know, he planted the seed and he grew the seed, and now you got fruit. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Hats off to Jada and his daughter for that one. This is mega. So yeah, that's exciting, man. What else?
Hey, that fool Frank Mank dropped a new single called "Get Out My Face."
Oh,
produced
shit.
by Hearst Hits.
Okay.
It's short, but he was doing some gymnastics on the verse.
That's what's up. You know what? My apologies to Frank. I missed him on the lineup earlier. Frank Mank's going to be at the show May 30th as well. I don't know if I said his name. I'm feeling like I did not. So my apologies to Frank. That's the homie right there, and he's going to be out there rocking the mic too. So definitely drop through Let Me Live Music May 30th and catch that one, because that's definitely going to be one to see.
Then I wanted to plug one more homie, the homie Blaze. You know what I'm saying? From Kansas City, he got a new single out right now called "Rolly Face." That's just slap.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I wanted to drop a couple of upcoming shows. I know we talked about the West Coast show. We talked about the May 30th show with King ISO and everybody on More Group Therapy. We also got Craig Robinson at Funny Bone. He's gonna be there May 29th through June 1st in Des Moines.
I synced it.
You can get tickets from DesMoinesFunnyBone.com. David Lucas is going to be at the Des Moines Funny Bone coming up in June 6th and 7th. My man Gary Owen, June 19th, he's going to be at the Des Moines Funny Bone. If you end up going, I'm going to be there too, so I see you there. Who else we got?
George Lopez.
George Lopez is at the Funny Bone?
No, he's going to be at Hoyt.
Oh, shit. I slept on that one. I'm going to have to peep that out.
I think it's in June, too.
Oh, damn. June going to be a busy month for me.
I think it's in June, too.
Yeah, I love me some George Lopez, man. He's a fucking killer. My kids used to watch him on Nickelodeon back in the day.
Hell yeah.
June 14th. Des Moines. Hoyt Sherman. Mother lover.
Get my ass up in there.
Desi Banks at
I got tickets to that.
August 1st and 2nd. Who else we got coming through? We got the Des Moines Funny Bone got some big ones.
Eddie Griffin.
Thursday, September 11th and September 13th. Pauly Shore gonna be up in there. I got tickets to that one. Yep, Eddie. I fuck with Pauly. I fuck with the Weasel.
I went last time he was here. The bro kept fucking with me. I became a part of his show.
I love it when they do that.
I was the only black guy there, because it was a political era, and it was Trump season.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he kept on making jokes and shit. It was, I wasn't offended at all. It was funny. He was saying funny shit. You know what I'm saying? But he just kept on overly going out of his way to let everybody know he's cool with the black guy type shit. Be like, man, just do your act, bro. Don't be worried about me, man. Don't say your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for comedy, you know.
No,
Shit, as long as you don't look me in my eye and call me a N-word, you know what I'm saying? Do your act.
the homie said. The homie said he came out. He was in Des Moines right after Michael Jackson passed, and he came out in the full red leather jumpsuit, like Michael used to wear and shit. You know,
Yeah.
the leather jacket and leather pants and shit. And he came out and he said, "Man, Michael Jackson passed away today. R.I.P. You know, whatever, whatever." And then he said, "But your kids are safe."
Yeah.
That's harsh. That's harsh. Uh,
Yeah.
in other news, and that's allegedly what I heard. You know, what I mean, I don't want to speak for Polly. I don't know if that really happened.
Maybe they weren't safe, you know?
maybe
That's allegedly, he said.
I'm saying maybe he was drunk. Maybe drunk talk. Maybe he fucked that up. I ain't speaking for Polly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Doug Stanhope, September
shit.
25th. Uh, Marlon Wayans, Friday, October 10th through the 12th at the Des Moines Funny Bone. I grabbed a ticket to that. Ray and I talked about this off air last time he came through. I missed it. I regretted that I missed it. And so I had to get one. I had to get me one.
I did it. I did the Marlon Wayans before, and he was funny when he came here. But just recently, I tried to watch his new special, and I couldn't even get through it.
Really?
It's just too raw for me, I guess, you know, because he was talking about his mother passing away, but he spent like a good 10, 15 minutes on his mom and his dad, but he's talking about his mom's pussy and her ass and her titties and his daddy's dick and how they fucking like, it's just. And then talking about wiping his mom's shit and shit, like, I was like, man, I don't know. Just a little bit of all that's okay, but man, your mom just died, bro, and you like humiliating this woman, you know, like her last days and shit, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling that. I just wasn't feeling that. Like, let's move on. Like, you spending a lot of time on your mom's personal parts and shit in detail and shit. Like, it was kind of weird to me, bro.
Yeah, made it awkward.
I turned that shit the fuck off. What the fuck are you doing, bro? You can't be that bored. Are you running out of material, my nigga?
Right. And he seemed like he seems like off the cuff he's a funny dude. So
yeah.
Right. That's the whole family is funny dudes. You know what I mean? Like, they're iconic. So I felt like it was something I got to see, but we'll see. We'll see. You know,
I mean, ultimately, it's your mama. You want to talk about your mama like that, you know? Shit. Hey. Shit.
Maybe they had an agreement.
It made me uncomfortable. It made my wife uncomfortable too. Like, he low key on some weirdo shit, bro.
It's too much.
Yeah. But he was funny in Des Moines.
Okay.
He was funny in Des Moines, and I seen Shawn Wayans in Des Moines too. Shawn Wayans was not funny.
Really?
Oh man, I felt bad. It seemed like he just had all test material and it all bombed.
Ouch. That sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look for Shawn.
You know, I heard the one to see. Not to say that some are better than others. Everybody can have an off day or whatever, but
fuck that. The best is Dame. Everybody knows.
Yes. I heard Damon is that fucking dude. Like, have you crying laughing?
Yeah, Dame's the best.
And Rogan said that, you know, from his days at the Comedy Store with him. He said that dude was a killer. Nobody wanted to follow him because he would just
everybody knows.
He'd have the crowd crying, cramping up, laughing. You know what I mean? Hurting.
Yeah.
And he would just be up in it. And that was, you know, just to bring it full circle. That's Polly's mom. You know what I mean? Polly's mom owned the Comedy Store where they all got their start. Yeah. That's where Polly grew up at. So that's kind of cool. I've seen him out there at the Comedy Store a handful of times. So
I was sick, man. COVID fucking Damon Wayans was coming to the fucking Funny Bone, and I bought motherfucking tickets, and they canceled that bitch.
I did too. I had me some tickets last go around. What, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever it was.
Yeah, man. Yep. 2021, I think it was.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we had a group of like 5 or 6 of us that was supposed to be going.
Man. And then just this year in March, I had tickets to go see Martin Lawrence in Kansas City. Motherfucker canceled.
Oh, I was gonna ask you how that went. I totally I meant to ask you, and then time passed and I forgot. But I didn't.
Motherfucker canceled the show, man. He canceled the show.
Damn, that's a lot of tickets to refund too. The Sprint Center. or wherever it was at?
Dog. Yeah.
Damn.
So that sucked, you know.
Yeah.
But
All right, so let's get into it real quick before we close out. Basketball tonight. It's Timberwolves and OKC. You notice I said Timberwolves first because that's where we be.
oh shit.
I mean, it's gonna be an uphill battle. I ain't gonna play it off like we're just gonna steamroll them. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna go to Game 7, or we wear them out. But Ray, what's your take on it? You ain't gotta sugarcoat it for me. I can handle it. What you got?
I got Timberwolves to lose this game. The spread between, I would say, 4 and 8 points.
Okay.
Looks like the ESPN spread is OKC by 6.5.
Okay.
And that's about where I'm at.
Margins. It ain't gonna be.
It is.
Thinking they're just gonna
It definitely
steamroll it.
is.
No. As a fan, I'm gonna lean towards we're winning. Obviously, that's my heart speaking, not necessarily a measure of analytics or anything. I know OKC's been the big bad bully in this game, and a lot of analysts and sports aficionados seem to think that they're going to take the whole series, that they're going home with the trophy this year.
Them boys are 35-6 at home.
Yeah, that's an impressive lineup. That's an impressive match of numbers. Now, the other one, we got the East coming up. Who do you think? That's the Pacers and the Knicks, right?
I want to see the Knickerbockers pull it off, dog. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the Pacers. I know that's some Midwest shit, and I'm a Midwest baby. And shout out my nigga G-Ball. I know his homeboy Tyrese Halliburton is going crazy over there.
Well, Halliburton, I didn't realize this, not to cut you off, but my son tipped me off on this the other day. Halliburton went to Iowa State. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, G-Ball cuts his hair.
Still. Okay.
Yeah, when he's in town. So G-Ball is a Pacers fan. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yep. So, there's that connection to the Pacers. But, man, I don't think people realize how huge it would be for the New York Knicks to win the championship. Go to the finals and win the championship. Like, that's putting, man, New York is the mecca of media. Shit. That's huge for the NBA, for them to get it. I don't think they won since 73, bro.
Damn. We were talking about this last time. And what do you think causes the fans to tear shit up when they win? Because everybody does it. Philadelphia, Boston, you can't say your city doesn't do it. Most of the time when a big, like,
it's excitement, man. You know, you live in a fucking city that shit, we pay for all this shit. It's our shit.
Yeah.
Y'all going to shit, y'all pay for all this shit with our tax money. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but repair it with our tax money. It's our shit.
I guess. No, but it'd be cool to see New York win. I seen them celebrating after the big win last time.
Yeah, dog. It's gonna be massive in New York, bro, if they win.
All right, so now if New York wins and they go against OKC, who you see taking that one?
OKC.
You think okay? So now if the Timberwolves win and OKC, or I'm sorry, and New York wins, who you think will take that one? Dun, 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 dun. Come on, man, just take
to go Timberwolves because if you knocked off OKC, I mean, shit.
There we go. We go.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. We're gonna report back after this game. We'll see who actually takes it. It goes down tonight, 7:00 Central, 7:30 Central, I think it is. I'm gonna be watching. I think tomorrow is the East Coast matchup, I want to say. Yeah, so it's gonna be good, man. A lot of basketball. Shit's winding down. A lot of comedy shows coming up. A lot of hip hop shows coming up. Get out, enjoy some live music, support live music, because if you don't buy a ticket, the motherfuckers ain't coming back. Real talk. This has been your boy, that motherfucking Steve. We appreciate you tuning in and watching. I appreciate you commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing. That lets us know you're watching, because if you don't comment, like, subscribe, and share, then we don't know you're out there. We're just putting this in the air. You know what I mean? Who knows? All It's your boy, that motherfucker C for EmceeTV. Until next time, I appreciate you watching.
This your boy Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And,
We out, y'all. Peace.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us. Them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big